Okay, let's go.
Today I will do 100 pull-ups. Not in one set, but in the next 30 minutes. That is my goal. Never did that before, so I will try to make a lot of different sets, like 6, 7, 8 reps, one set. And then let's see if I can reach 100 within 30 minutes. Let's go! right. Whew. 100 pull-ups in 26 minutes. Not bad, not bad. Never did it before, so new record. It's good, I like that. Well, I was sick the last days. Could not train, but I used the time to watch some training videos, some YouTube stuff, and yeah, and there was a cool interview actually, and this made me make this challenge with 100 pull-ups. It was an interview with David Goggins, and he trained a person, and he said, okay, do some pull-ups, and this person did like 4 or 5 pull-ups, and he said, do it again, 3 pull-ups, do it again, 1 pull-up, and then the person said, okay, I'm done, what's next? And he said, do it again. And he said, I can barely do 1 pull-up, so yeah, and he said, do it again. We will not leave until you have made 100 pull-ups. And this guy, it took around about 2 hours, he said. But the interesting thing is that our limit is much higher than we expect. And it is so true, yeah? Because my limit was always 4 sets with 8 pull-ups in total 32 pull-ups, that's it. I never did more in the last days and weeks, right? And after hearing this interview, I was saying, okay, fuck that, I will try it. And I did it, yeah? So I think the limit, what we think we have, is not true. It's only our comfort zone, right? So I'm feeling good doing only 32 pull-ups in one training. I thought that was my limit because it felt good. It felt a little bit exhausting, so I said, okay, that's my limit. It was not my limit. And that's very strange. So I'm very glad that I have seen this video with this interview. And it's so true. We need to push our limits. We think we have a limit, and then we rest on this limit. But the truth is, it's not our limit, it's our comfort zone. The limit is our comfort zone, and we try to do everything not to come out of this comfort zone. Yeah? We try to stay in this limit, in this range. But once we do, great things happen. Growth happens, right? We're becoming better. So, and what I also found out, and I knew that already, if you push your limits, if you are leaving your comfort zone, you're generating new problems. So I have some issues now with my hands after 100 pull-ups, and it's hurting, but it's okay. Yeah, it's a new problem. I can handle it. So tomorrow I will see if I can use, I don't know, maybe a glove or something. That's it, yeah. But it's a new problem and I can handle it. But it only appears, these new problems, when you push your limits. And it's so true for everything, for business, for everything. Once you push your limits, you will create new problems. And if you solve those new problems, growth will happen. It's that easy actually, but it doesn't feel good. That's the point, it does not feel good. So I like to stay in my comfort zone. Everyone likes that, right? But once we experience this, that the limit is not the truth and we can even do more, that's a great feeling. I like that. That was a good day after some days of rest, but now I'm back in the game. Let's see you tomorrow.